All content featured on the Taylor Show is intended for entertainment purposes only. All stories discussed herein are based on alleged events and personal opinions. Nothing shared should be taken as fact or professional advice. Any viewpoints expressed are solely those of host and do not represent any business or organizations.
Hello and welcome back to the Taylor Show, the show where we talk about one thing and one thing only. That's me. Hi, I'm your host. I'm Taylor. I'm joined by 3 guests today, which means it's kind of a foursome in this room. I have my husband
Wow, that
here.
escalated quickly.
Hi.
He's like, I didn't sign up for
He's
that.
like, what is this? We have my husband at Nate Weaver Husband on Instagram. I run that account, so please give it a follow.
Yes.
We have my elevated acquaintance, Dave Cruz. I was going to say best friend, but I don't know if we're there yet.
That's a lot.
It's a lot.
That's a
It's
lot.
heavy to put like a
Yeah.
label on it.
Mm-hmm.
And then we have woman of the night of the early AM of Philadelphia radio. We have Marilyn Russell.
Oh my God.
That's you.
How did I get here? It's so nice to see you all.
I'm
Except
the only
Dave,
one.
You know what? I'm sorry, Dave. I love you.
I'm the only one in this room that hasn't met you, so I'm enamored with you already.
Look at you. You are young and beautiful, and it's
you.
only just begun. And you're married to my old boyfriend, Nate.
Oh.
Aww.
I love
yeah.
this kid so much. You have no idea.
Well, you guys worked together for
We
how many years?
did.
3?
100.
Yeah,
Yeah,
basically.
it felt like
basically.
100.
It for sure was.
Yeah, no,
definitely
it was about 3. Yeah, that's
3
right.
years? Yeah, something
Was
around
Nate,
It was
Nate, Nate
lovely.
was your producer? Is that right?
Yeah,
Or
yes, and
At
what-
points, yeah.
so good at what he does.
thank
Can
you.
we ask a question? Would
Yeah.
you ever describe Nate as too ambitious?
No,
Okay, we're gonna let that one sit and die there.
he is definitely not too.
I'll explain that later.
Yeah, we'll
Yeah.
explain that off
Yeah.
camera.
But that was a good answer.
And then how'd you meet Dave?
How somebody threw us together.
It
to
was a blind
to
date?
do a morning show.
don't
I
even
was hired. You were
remember.
already there with Jason, and Bill Schultz hired me
Yeah.
to come in and crash your world.
Yeah.
Yeah, and did you hate me at first?
No.
No, you definitely
Sorry,
did.
answer.
You were a tough nut to
No,
crack.
you know what happened? They hired a guy to do mornings. I hired him from San Francisco, and he had like these panic attacks, and he didn't last long. I was just doing production, like making all the commercials and stuff. And so in the interim, while they were looking for a morning guy, Bill Schultz asked me to fill in and do mornings, and obviously, he said,
No, I'm sorry. I
Yeah.
can't. I'm too busy.
So so then so I was just kind of thrown in, and then they brought you in shortly after that. So,
yeah, and
yeah.
sadly it got rid of Jason because somebody always has to go, it would seem.
Yeah.
And sometimes I've been that somebody. It's really horrible. And it's a horrible business, and that's why everybody's podcasting. And
Yeah.
Taylor, the fact that you have 3 names on your podcast.
I know.
I think now everyone tells me I need to start a podcast. And I think I'm liking Marilyn. Gently down the stream.
I love that.
It is a little more difficult to say 3 times fast, though.
Yeah,
It
it
is.
is. But that's okay. I'm not fast anymore. I used to be. I'm a used to do this, used to do that.
Love it.
Used to do it quickly. Well, wait. I need to know everything about you because we're just meeting for the first
How
time
have you two not met before?
on this very podcast.
I know. So, okay, do you want to explain how we met? Should I
How
explain?
did you bag
Did-
this
You know,
beautiful creature?
It's your show. You tell from your perspective.
Okay.
Because I can add in a couple
So
of things.
actually, there are only 2, or there's only 3 people on this podcast that we can't talk shit about. Okay, everyone else is fair game. 2 of them are my parents, my mom and dad. Hi, mom and dad. Other one is John DeBella, because we wouldn't have met if it weren't for John.
He's a good man.
My very first day in radio, I walk in. It's not my interview.
So you worked for MGK?
Yeah, so randomly, I got my bachelor's in education.
Okay.
And then I decided I was going to go on my ex-boyfriend's interview at this radio station. Happened to be MGK. Walked in as a promo intern. They were like, okay, whatever. Fine, little girl, you can hang out for like a week. That week, I met him. John walked me into his studio and said, behind this door is the man you're going to marry.
Oh my God!
Isn't that
That is
crazy?
a true story. And
Yeah.
he came back in afterwards and he was like, "Did you see how hot she was?" And I was like, "Yeah,
That's extraordinary.
Yeah.
That didn't slip by you. Wait,
No.
wait. Your degree was in education?
I have
That's what I
2
got out of that story.
I have 2 bachelors. I have
So-
education and communications.
They were going to put
Media.
little minds in your hands. You're
Yeah.
going to be in charge of children.
Isn't that fucking terrifying?
That is
Me
amazing.
teaching the youth. Well, I'll tell
No.
you real
Well,
quick.
she did teach in college for a
I
semester.
am a college professor.
She
I'm
was a
going
college
back to it,
professor.
yeah.
Like, yeah, she's not done. Like,
Yeah,
Playing
no,
doctor in college is not the same as teaching a college class.
precisely. Yes. Exactly. But yeah, that's how we met. And then like 3 years after that, when we both interned, we started dating. And we've always been on competing shows or competing time slots, where this is the first time we're both on the mic together.
Not in different studios.
Isn't that
So,
crazy?
yeah. So
We've never
Wow.
recorded together, ever.
This is the first time today.
Right now.
First time ever.
We are
Yeah.
here for this, witnessing
Wow.
this.
Yeah.
This is
Wow.
historic.
I feel really special.
Yeah. So when they do break up, we'll know the start date.
oh jeez.
Note the date and time. It's on my calendar.
I love a
Right there.
receipt.
Yeah.
I love a
Wow.
There
timestamp.
we
Wait,
go.
so Taylor, did you break him up? Was he dating somebody?
No, so I thought he was, but
Other way
he
around,
wasn't.
guys. Other way around.
Yeah, I was young and confused. You know how it is.
She dated a guy for 4 years after the day that I met her.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it
Yeah.
wasn't like she was wide open and like, you know,
Oh, so it wasn't instant.
it wasn't. It
Well,
wasn't.
Wasn't
from one side, it was instant.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
Look at her.
Take
Yeah.
a look. I
Yeah.
mean,
look
Josh,
at
I'm
her.
blushing.
I'm intrigued, and I'm
Yeah.
a woman.
Now, I was single at the time, but no, she was with a boy, and then 4 years later, she finally followed me back on Instagram.
I did. I didn't follow him back on Instagram, but I would creep. So sometimes I would
Okay.
reply
So she
to
knew
his
everything about
stories
me.
without following him, which is psychotic.
So during those
looking
4
back.
years, you didn't date other girls?
Oh, he
No,
did.
I mean, I
Or did you? They
No, he
just
did.
didn't compare. Yeah.
They just didn't compare it.
Yeah.
I mean,
Man,
I'm not
Yeah.
the guy that go and, you know.
And that's great that you kept yourself pure that whole time too, Nate.
Absolutely, yeah.
As
absolutely.
we covered
yeah.
last time, I was the first person that Nate ever had sex with.
Yeah.
So,
Right.
Yeah, so that's like-
And rightfully
right,
so.
yeah.
and rightfully so. Okay, Marilyn, we have to talk about you a little bit.
Just the cuteness factor is just way too high in this
Oh,
room.
good job! Okay.
So glad I brought cake. Anyway,
I'm so glad you brought cake too. Before we get to that, I have to bring these out so we have time to drink them. This is another public address to Loverboy. Hi, I'm Taylor Brooke. I want to talk to your management.
Do you remember the lover boy?
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Today,
I would like
Remember
to
that
forget the
disaster?
lover
today
boy.
we have fake
Yeah.
Loverboy.
Marilyn-
Was she there?
Yeah.
Oh.
I wasn't there.
Weren't you there for-
that?
I thought you were there for that.
happened right before I got there.
Oh,
But
okay,
like
okay.
the fact that you haven't let it go in how many years?
No,
It is really time
they're a bunch of twats.
to move on.
I agree.
There are so many other twats that we could bring back and talk about. Them Loverboy.
So we have a bunch of
I'm
Loverboy.
so
We
crazy.
have the Hard Seltzer. So this is not the same as the band, but we support them. And then also today's sponsor of this podcast is Giggly. It's a THC drink. This one has 5 milligrams. You can use my code Taylor and get 15%
me see that.
off.
Wait, I need a
Let me see
picture of
this.
that giggly. Oh, that's so cute.
How do you smoke this? Is this
You drink
what they
it.
call a gummy? You
No,
just put the whole
is this
thing in
what
your-
they call an edible? No.
No alcohol, no hangover, just giggles. Can I have
giggles.
this, please?
Yes, of
Are we
course you
allowed to
can.
drink on this podcast?
No one has stopped me so far, and I'm looking.
Oh, and it's
Yeah, they look
pineapple
fine.
mojito.
Yup.
Oh, that's good.
Let's-
I
I'll
only
split it
brought
with
one
you.
of them,
I'll share it with you.
but I brought these.
Oh, can I have one of these?
Yeah.
Can I drink right now?
I
If you want
can't
to, go
believe this
for
is
it.
called
What if we start
Loverboy.
drinking and they
I
have to
know.
edit it out and then you lose this entire podcast?
I can't lose this podcast. I own it.
So you
It's
found
mine. This
You'll
is
just be
mine.
demonetized. It's
By the
fine.
way, I just I noticed on Spotify you have a perfect 5-star rating.
Have you? A lot of people like
I
our
noticed
podcast.
that, yeah.
Like a lot of people.
Yo,
have
someone better
gained
like it
traction
right
with this.
now and share it.
Right
Absolutely.
now.
Like,
And
comments,
PS,
share. Put it on your
Sarah-
blog.
I was gone for 5 years, but I haven't lost my Philly. Yo. So listen, eat, drink, and be Marilyn. Follow me too.
the
Listen, I
camera?
need a
I'm trying to
picture
find
of
it.
you with the lover boy, Dave.
Oh, Dave, that's
we have to
too good.
memorialize
Yep.
this. Yeah. All right, let's go.
Oh, wait, I wanna be
Are you
nice to the
punching the
drink.
can?
We want them.
Should I be nice to the can or mean to the can?
Do one of each. One of each.
Yeah,
Sorry,
be
not to
nice to
stop
the
the
orange
podcast,
can.
but-
Be mean to this blue and yellow one.
Okay, mean to
So
the
wait,
Yeah,
everybody's
because that's
been
obviously the
talking-
more humanized can of them
So
all.
good.
Don't be nice
Everybody's
to
been
this one.
talking about these things,
Yes.
this THC drinks. What will it do to me? Will I be able to drive home?
Do you? Yeah.
I'll try anything anyway.
I wouldn't
Doesn't
say.
really
I wouldn't
matter.
say drive home.
That's
drive
5
home.
milligrams.
All
Full- yeah, with a full one, with a full drink. I wouldn't
Do you-
advise
Okay,
that.
yeah.
Are you
Yeah.
sure it's
If you've never
pronounced
had one either,
giggly?
Nate's
I
like,
wouldn't advise that.
I know
Fair
this.
enough. Thank you.
Yeah, I wouldn't
Nate's
advise
like,
it.
I know this woman. Don't tempt her.
So now that we're getting everybody drinking, so we were on the P.
That's delicious.
So good.
They are really good, right?
Really
It tastes like
good.
juice. It's like.
Very good. Okay,
So
please
y-
carry on.
So you were on the PMS show.
That's
which
right.
is iconic.
I'm the
here
M in the
Philadelphia.
PMS show. Yeah, it was the best time of my career. Well, I mean, I don't know. I probably give DRE the ups for that because that was when I first got into the business and alternative just came in,
Right.
you know, raging in 1992, 93, 94. So that was really the best time. But yeah, being with Preston and Steve was very magical. I helped start a lot of things, including their career. So, because I produced a lot, got a lot of guests, helped with the camp out, and really, whatever nobody else wanted to do, Marilyn will take care of it. So,
Well, I saw during the last time that they did a camp out, like to honor the Y100 stuff, your son went.
he did.
in your
he
place, which is
represented
awesome. Yeah.
in my absence. I've been in Tucson for the last 5 years, but then I did show up at camp out this year.
Oh, my
So
goodness.
I
Love
happened to
that.
be in town, and I went on the air with them and everything. It was so fun.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Camp out is such a fun experience.
That's kind of my favorite charity event of the year. And I, when I was on air, I did an extraordinary amount of charity. And that's why I started Woman of the Week, to have a nonprofit component, which, that always just makes you feel good whenever you can give back in the community.
Yeah.
That's the most important part of our gig. And now you guys do it all on social media, too.
Yeah, I mean, I could argue that this is like a health and wellness podcast.
You
know?
absolutely
Right?
can.
Like, I think so.
Now that the Giggly is here,
Now
or
that the
Jiggly,
Giggly-
or whatever it's called, yeah, it is a health and wellness. I feel healthy already.
I once dated a girl named Jiggly. Oh, that's
Did
her
you?
stage name. Is the
I was gonna
THC
say,
kicked in yet?
that was created for her parents.
Do you want to try some of this?
This Loverboy stuff is fantastic.
It's actually incredible.
Yeah.
It's better than the
And I, my
band.
whole life, have never said anything positive about Loverboy, but Loverboy the drink
It's
is
happening,
amazing.
yeah.
Definitely better than the band.
Definitely
Yeah,
better than
sounds
the band.
better in his head for sure.
So you cited that your departure from the PMS show was due to wanting to spend time with your new family because you were getting married.
I
and
was,
you have
yeah,
a son.
I do.
In a post 9/11 world. So now that you aren't married to him anymore, do you feel like it was the right decision? And do you think Bush did 9/11?
It was absolutely the dumbest decision I've ever made in my radio career.
Okay.
And what was that last part? Did Bush make up for?
Do you think Bush did 9/11? Yeah.
Oh, as in president, I thought you were talking about the band. There's a lot of Bushes around, babe.
They,
some
they-
Bushes out front.
Yeah.
The band.
I always go to the band.
That is so funny.
I'm ignoring and avoiding politics at all costs these days.
I love that. I
Yeah,
love that.
no.
I do the same.
I have
except
no
right
time
there.
for anything happening out of D.C. right now.
I agree with that. Now, speaking of things happening out of DC, we're actually going to go through controversial men. And
Oh.
I'm going to ask you if you would go on a date with them.
Okay.
They walk up to you, they say, Marilyn.
Thank God.
Yeah, you must be relieved.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
must be relieved.
She does the same thing for me with women.
Yes, I
So
saw the
I'm
podcast. that you
glad
did.
to watch this from a distance.
You-
Fire away.
He's so happy that you're torturing me.
I'm just going to sit here and enjoy this great
okay,
Loverboy.
let the
Well-
torture begin.
Okay. Johnny Depp.
Oh my God, in a heartbeat.
Ooh, Elon Musk.
Ew. Ew.
It's a lot of money.
Ew. No, not enough money. Not enough, not even close amount of money.
That's literally the most amount of money in the
You,
world.
you could have.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you could
still,
have,
yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Fair enough. Okay, Joe Rogan.
Oh no. Got no time for him.
Machine Gun Kelly.
Maybe. I do like tats and piercings and all that.
Okay, then
I have that side.
Pete Davidson then.
I love Pete Davidson.
I like Pete Davidson too.
Plus,
He's
he's
adorable.
hung like a horse. My God.
That's what they say.
Have you heard?
That's what they say.
I must be on different websites than they're on. I did not know that.
He's,
Oh, he actually talks about it in his stand-up.
Okay.
yeah,
Yeah, he does. But it's
and
because
he's funny.
yeah, and he claimed it was a
Funniest-
slander campaign against him, so that no other woman could be satisfied with the way he performs
That's
ever
hilarious.
again.
No, funny is sexy. It doesn't even matter.
That's one
that
of my
he's
first
so well
crushes
endowed.
was Seth Rogen. I was like, oh my god, he's so hot.
Oh,
'cause he's
I love
funny,
him.
But like,
He's-
he's not attractive. It's like, but
but
his
it
character.
makes his how bright he is makes him attractive.
Yes.
Oh no, that's sexy. I like her. We have a lot in
thanks.
common.
Well, then you're gonna love
She's
this.
great.
My biggest celebrity crush, Larry David. I used to have a phone case with Larry David's face just on it for years.
I love Larry David.
Isn't
so
he
much.
amazing?
Look, see, every woman can agree on Larry David.
Oh, I love
He's the
that.
funniest man on the planet.
He is the funniest.
Seinfeld would have been nothing
Without Larry.
him.
Oh
You're
my
right.
god, 1000%. Okay, let's switch gears. Let's
This
do
is fun.
right. Gordon Ramsay.
Mm,
The English thing.
yeah,
Yeah, that's about it.
maybe. I'll put him in the maybe category.
Okay.
Never say never.
Do you know who Tom Sandoval is?
Yes.
Would you date Tom Sandoval?
What No. Was he part of the Kardashian? Did he?
He was on.
Anybody that was ever with a Kardashian is automatically out. So Pete Davidson, and now I got to rethink that.
Okay,
Because
fair enough.
what was he doing with that?
I don't get it.
I didn't see that for 1 second. So I
agree.
Well,
with that.
every guy's been with one of, like Nate and I, have
That's
been with one of them
true.
at some
One of the
point.
Kardashians.
Yeah, at
Yeah.
least, yeah, to the second degree or third degree.
Yeah,
you know?
it just
Such
sort of happens.
horrors.
Whatever that means.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can't wait to see your double date with you and Machine Gun Kelly and you and Larry David. Just
think
hitting the
I'll
Olive
be mad.
Garden on a Tuesday night.
Olive Garden. I love. You guys can sit at the bar and observe
The
them.
all-you-can-eat soup salad and breadsticks,
Yeah,
baby. Let me
that's
tell you.
it, yeah.
I love that.
Well, because you have to go there because you can't go somewhere fancy without Elon Musk's money that Marilyn has
That's
just
true.
tossed to the
True.
curb.
True. I think that's for the best, though. You know, she's a woman thinking long term.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
Okay. You said that Steve Morrison was the funniest person that you know. Has that changed since you've met me?
No. Yeah. Yeah. It actually has. Yeah.
Okay, good,
You know
good,
what? And I'll admit, like, I don't really wake up early anymore because once you have to do that for 30 years,
Oh, I get
you
it.
never want to do it again. So I don't hear the show.
Fair.
So he's probably still really funny.
Probably.
But I don't. I feel very out of that loop.
Fair.
So
This is
you are
going
now
to-
the funniest.
Oh, I love that.
That quote's definitely going on social media this week.
Yes, yes, that will be.
Send that to Steve.
Did I just lose a friend? Because I
No.
adore him.
No,
I
like,
know. I
best
adore him
friends
with
with
too.
Steve, yeah. Steve's a
I'm
good
best
guy.
friends with his wife. We're having lunch on Friday, so I
my
love those
God.
guys. But I don't know what's happening. I've really buried under. Like when I checked out hard in Tucson.
Was that purposeful? Do you think you needed to fully
Absolutely.
check out to?
I had to
Yeah.
totally drop out. I was very sad. I knew that the radio thing had ended, and it broke my heart. It really broke my heart.
Yeah.
He knows. He knows there's a sensitive side in there, Nate.
Of course.
So yeah, I just had to hike and be in the sunshine all the time.
A hiker.
Well, the
love
mountains.
that.
I mean, Tucson. People don't realize how mountainous Arizona is.
Yeah.
They go to Sedona, and that's all they know.
Sure.
But there's an extraordinary amount of places to go. I mean, the Saguaro National Park is one of the most beautiful places, and I lived 10 minutes from there. So
That's nice.
that's what it was all about for me. I've since found a lot of Mexican food and gained a lot of weight. So the hiking thankfully balanced it.
Were you ever stung by a scorpion?
No, but I've never even seen one. Thank God. I did see snakes a bunch. Yeah, everything there can kill you if given the opportunity. So that's a little scary.
Okay.
But also that's part of the charm.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. I'm tan. Oh, it's all
Yeah.
good.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Okay, let's who is the most famous person that you slept with? Can't be Dave.
Oh my God, I didn't sleep with that many people. I slept with interns. More than famous people. I slept with an
Oh.
intern.
Okay.
Any interns that Nate would know?
No.
I think the only other intern
This
that
was
was
a
there
long
when I was
time
there
ago.
was like a girl. Yeah,
Well-
no, I don't think
No,
so.
we're going
That's
way.
2025.
Then, yeah,
Nate.
No, we're going.
Yeah, Nate. Come on.
We're
I'm not
going
saying-
way back.
Oh.
Yeah, we're really in the way back machine.
Any interns I would know?
No.
I love that. It's you know what a role
But I'm trying
reversal.
to think of famous
too.
people. Me and Dave Navarro, this close.
How'd that happen?
Oh God, he's so hot.
Tell me everything.
This was a Y100 thing, I think, and I was backstage. We were doing an interview, and the whole band walked in. And I took one look at Dave Navarro, and as an Irish person, I can't hide my expression.
Sure.
You always know what I'm thinking and feeling. Because most of the time I'm half drunk. No. I looked at Dave Navarro and literally gasped out loud. I was like,
God.
blah, 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 you know, and when it came time for me to ask a question, he called me out and said, you know, why'd you take the piss out of me when I walked in here? I said, dude, you're like insanely hot. And I just didn't expect, I knew you would be hot, but I didn't think it would be insanely hot.
Oh my God.
Like off the chart hot. And I would have gotten on that tour bus, that Red Hot Chili.
Was he with Carmen Electra at the time?
No, he wasn't. So I would have been maybe okay. Once you see those boobs, I guess there's no coming back, right? But you know, I got into radio when I was already a mom. So I had
Really?
opportunities, but I had to go home.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, once you're a mom, you can't do. And God gives you what you can handle any time of the any year of your life.
Yeah.
Like, he knew, no, you're not ready for radio. Let's wait till you have a son. And so because I was a mom, I couldn't really whore around nearly as much as I wanted to.
Love it. I had to ask. Now, you answered one of my questions already. I was going to say, did you ever date anyone you worked with? But who do you think has the biggest ego in radio in general?
I think we all have massive egos.
You think everyone that's in the industry?
I think it's all part of the gig. You have to want it.
Yeah.
And so your ego steps in.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's like anything else. It's like a drug. The more attention you get, the more attention you want. And it's heartbreaking when it's over. Like even now, I find that ego is just transferred over to social media. You know, if I get a ton of likes on something, oh, I feel special. You know.
Yeah.
I think it's important to keep that in check.
Right.
I mean, again, being a mom helped me keep that in check.
Totally.
But I also could never understand why people didn't see things the way I saw them. And that's probably pure ego.
Right.
Yeah. Or the bitch that never agreed with me on anything is just a bitch that never agreed with me on anything. It can go either way, you know? Was it ego? I don't know. It's hard to check yourself that way.
Yeah. Oh no, I find that. That's why I just created my own podcast. You know, then I can pick everybody that I work with. Yeah.
And she named it after herself 3 times.
Three
I
times.
know.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
that,
so speaking of
that,
ego,
in the end, will save her.
I know. Oh,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Oh yeah. Did you come with questions,
uh,
or
when I
do
was-
you just bring your notebook just for fun?
when I was in the car, because I was here staggeringly early, because I was late last time and I felt bad. I did write down some questions. Because last time I was here, I had like dating game questions for you two, but Nate wasn't here because, you know, that would have ruined the whole first broadcast together.
It really.
So she answered the dating game questions by herself,
Right.
which is an interesting way to play the dating game or newlywed game.
It was an interesting way. We watched it, right?
Yeah,
You
and
watched it
I
that
laughed
night,
the whole way through. I laughed the whole way through.
yeah. He was cracking up.
Do you want me to get through
Yeah,
some
go
questions?
through. Yeah,
All right.
let's hear some.
These I do.
It's Dave Cruz, by the way, right? It is still Dave Cruz.
Yeah, we can go with that.
Okay,
sure.
good.
Yeah, that's what the SAG card
I
says.
like to
We'll go with that.
reintroduce people. Taylor, is that okay?
Completely fine. Well, when
And
he
her
emails
adorable
me,
husband, Nate.
Hi.
love it.
Hi.
At husband Nate, right?
At husband, Nate Weaver husband.
Nate Weaver husband.
Nate Weaver
At
husband.
Yeah,
Nate
shout
Weaver
that
husband.
out, man. Let's get followers for Nate.
That's
Absolutely.
right.
He feels ignored.
He does. He feels ignored.
So Dave's
I need
going to
the
make him feel
likes.
special, right?
I will. Do you want one?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay. If you could rename Taylor, what name would you give her?
Rename her?
Yeah.
Rename
She has
me?
no names, not Taylor anymore, or Taylor. What name would you give her?
Oh, this is good. Okay.
Huh. Well, that's a tough one. Can we just go with Brooke? I feel like most people know her as Brooke anyway. If they don't know you as Taylor, they
That's
know
pretty
you
fair,
as Brooke.
yeah.
So I think Brooke would be a pretty good first name, and we can go Brooke Taylor.
Brooke Taylor. I like that.
Yeah.
I like
Okay.
it. That's
She
good.
kind of looks like a Brooke.
Yeah.
Yeah. You see it.
She could call off. Yeah.
Yeah.
Call off Brooke.
Marilyn, what do you think your last words will be?
Fuck.
Ah.
What a fucked up question. What do you think your dying words are gonna be?
Brooke, what do you think rainbows actually sound like?
Ba-da-boom.
Oh, that sounded pretty.
Pretty
Very
good.
nice.
Yeah, I like that.
That's somebody's ringtone right now. Do it again. I'm going to record that.
Marilyn, what's the best joke you know?
I don't. I'd have to give that some thought.
All right, you want to
I
think
know
about
some
it?
good jokes.
Okay.
Dirty, clean. What are we talking?
No, dirty would be best.
Okay.
That's the theme of this podcast.
It
Yeah.
always is, right? I can't tell jokes. I'm not that girl.
All right, can I tell
me
one?
have
Can I
more
tell
of
the one
this.
joke I
Yeah.
know then?
And non-alcoholic stuff.
It's a Ricky Gervais joke, so don't get mad at
Oh,
me.
I love him.
What's the difference between a Rolls Royce and a dead hooker?
I don't know what.
I don't have a Rolls Royce in my garage. All right, Nate.
Yeah.
What do you think Brooke is thinking right now?
She's probably thinking I need a Pinot Grigio.
I was.
Whoa!
I was
nailed
thinking
it.
about Pinot Grigio.
Absolutely.
All right.
Wow.
And then,
Talk about
and then
men
one more
for each
yeah.
other.
So Taylor, would you like to be Nate for a day? Although keep in mind that same day that means he gets to be you.
You want to come work in medical simulation?
I don't.
No?
Not that I don't think your life is exciting, but I think we just go about things so differently. Yeah.
Well, for sure. But what about just having a day as me, going about it as how you would?
I don't think a lot of people would like you as much as you are. I think people would be like, wow, Nate turned into an
What have you
asshole.
done?
What is that?
That was really rude of Nate. Yeah,
1-800-divorce
Yeah.
court.
What would you do if you were Taylor for a day?
Yeah, what would you do?
If I was Taylor
You would
for a
get to
day,
be
oh my
unhinged.
gosh, I would take the dogs to the backyard and let them run around for like hours.
Doesn't
because
Charity do that?
She does that, but
Yeah.
I don't get to do that. So it would
okay.
be something that I would want to do. You know,
Okay.
Fair.
I'd make myself a big lunch just because I can, because I'm at home, and probably I don't know, maybe middle of the day we'll have like a dance party, probably a Taylor Swift dance party, just so she's jealous while she's at work because she's me.
Yeah,
So
Okay.
yeah, that
Fair
sounds
enough.
about fun. Yeah.
fair enough.
Me and the dogs would have a day.
You're so innocent. You're so cute. That's all you would do if you were me for a day. That's so cute. Hang out with our dogs.
Maybe I'd spend some money and open some baseball cards.
Yeah, I would
Okay.
expect that.
Okay, well then I'll do that.
There you go.
Is he the cutest or is it just
That's
me?
adorable.
I know.
Like,
Yeah.
look at
So
the
cute.
baseball
Yeah.
card thing he just throws
Yeah.
out there.
I-
We're having a dance party at your place. Guess what? I'm a grandmother now. So my granddaughter and I do dance parties every night. It's a thing.
That's
so
awesome.
right now we're rocking Chubby Checker the Twist because he's getting into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. And my little granddaughter is like, come on, baby, let's do the twist. It's the cutest
So
thing
cute.
I know.
Cute.
She's perfection in every way.
How old is she?
She's 2.5.
2.5.
This is
oh,
why
so
I've
she's
returned.
mobile. Yeah.
Oh, was she ever mobile? Holy mother of God.
Love
I don't
that.
know how I ever raised a child looking back. And now, like, living it again,
Mm.
although I don't, her energy is off the chart. Anyway, I digress. Taylor, it's your show.
I know. I want to hear. What do you think your granddaughter's going to be when she grows up? An entertainer?
She's
like her
going
grandma?
to be probably multiple things.
Mm-hmm.
She's, I think, she got my little ADHD a little bit, so she'll probably do like 5 things. But I do think she'll be an entertainer. We've been practicing
love that.
on the xylophone, and I'm going to get her real musical instruments too. So we'll add those into the jam sessions. Good time.
Oh, that's
Come
so
on
much
over,
fun.
everybody. Yeah.
I love a dance party. I'm a big dance
I love
party
a good
fan.
dance party. Put your hands in the air like you just don't care.
Ooh, are you a Taylor Swift fan? A Swiftie?
I'm in no way a Swiftie.
Okay, fair enough.
I adore her
Uh-huh.
and I think I'm happy for her relationship and I do hope they work out and get married and live happily ever after. I would never go pay for a record or download her music or go see her live. I think that ship has sailed. I'm definitely more of a rocker than a pop
pop
girl.
I read somewhere that you
like
had-
Led Zeppelin's the greatest band that ever lived.
we recently rescued a dog and she's a black dog and I was like, this is so Led Zeppelin of
Black
us.
dog,
Right.
yeah.
This is so on brand.
That you would
Does
even
she
know
need
that
a
is
home?
amazing.
Do I need that black dog?
Oh, she's ours now. Her name's Kenzie.
Oh God,
She's
I'm
so
in love with her
cute.
and I haven't even met her.
Oh, she's a nugget. Wait, I think she's my background.
She's Kenzie from Kensington.
That's
Yeah.
so
Kenzie
cute.
from
She is. They
She's a
found-
black dog.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
Then
we
what is your
did
other
her-
dog's name?
Callie.
Oh,
Yeah.
she's perfect.
She's just a little love
Okay,
bug.
next little black dog, let me know.
I will. So I read somewhere that you said you tolerate country music, but it's not your thing. Is
I
that
think
still true?
old school country is definitely my thing. Like I'll like
Okay.
Waylon Jennings and
Got it.
I will go see Willie Nelson. I
I've
think
seen
Johnny
Willie-
Cash was, a god among men.
Okay, Loretta Lynn.
Yeah,
like that.
so
yeah.
Emmylou Harris. And,
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I like alt country, I guess.
Okay, that
Is
makes sense.
Yeah.
So not like the new pop country. You would never be interested in doing a show just around country music if you
Never
Never.
say never
Ooh.
about anything.
never
Yeah.
say never.
No, I would totally do a
Are
country.
you like a recruiter and there's a morning show opening at a country station or something? Is that what you're trying to do here?
Yeah,
Yeah,
what
that's
are you
exactly
trying
what
to
I'm
What's
do?
doing.
going
Yeah,
on?
I'm
Yeah.
sussing her out. Yeah.
Okay.
You
she's
should
working
marry-
while
Well
she's
done.
working.
I'm working
Very
while I'm
well
working.
filtered,
Yeah.
Sign me up.
Thank you.
No, there's definitely some I like Dolly Parton. She's the queen.
She is the queen.
So there's some great country artists. But
Speaking of baseball cards, I went to a Dolly Parton concert and they gave us a baseball. Like she gave everybody a baseball
Oh,
card.
really? Like a
Dolly Parton baseball card?
Yeah. It was like under everyone's seat, which I thought
Okay,
was so
that's the
fun.
cutest
cool.
thing ever.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, I have it at
Yeah,
my
when you
parents'
get
house
hugely popular and we come to your show, we want a baseball card under.
Oh, I
our
love
Yeah.
that. Well, you know, my hats
Make-
were.
Oh,
Make
I
it
will be in
happen.
charge of the promotions.
it
You know that.
happen. Right.
Absolutely. Hey, Tops, we need some custom cards.
tops.
Gary V got one. Come on.
Well, actually,
I love
hats were
him.
supposed to
Ah,
come
he's
today.
great.
I thought I would have my hats for you guys.
You have hats?
I have hats. Taylor hats, but they're
So
delayed.
No way.
I know. Next time.
In honor of Dolly Parton, can we all go home on our separate time and watch Rhinestone and then come back here next month and do a movie review?
And that'll be the whole show next
That'll
month.
be it? Yeah.
You know, if I don't know how. Sometimes I think about mentioning celebrities, and then I think, what would they think or feel when they heard this? And I wonder if Dolly would be like, "Keep my fucking name out of your mouth." Like,
No, I think she would like us.
I hope
Let's
so.
go down to Dolly World
That
road
would be
trip.
fun.
Yes.
Yeah, like I think no.
I've never been.
She's
I've never
super
been.
cool.
Yeah.
I've never been either.
Yeah.
Dave.
Nope, never
look,
been.
We're all Dollywood virgins. This
Aw.
we have to make this
That is cute.
happen.
We have to. Dave,
I'll
you can
drive. Let's go.
Oh, okay. She
Yeah.
volunteered. I was
Wow.
like,
No,
Dave,
I'm
drive.
definitely.
Oh,
I've
no.
driven across country like 6 times
Oh,
in the
okay.
last 4 years. I love it.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you're not.
I
Scared
need a
of,
van. I need one, and
like
then I'll be
Nate
that
grew up
person.
in.
Oh, yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
Nate
My
grew
big
up
red
driving
van.
A big,
Did you
big
know
red
that?
van.
No.
That's what I learned to drive in. It was a big red conversion van. You can look it up. It's a 2002 LA West Ford.
I need one of those to come first.
Do you still have it?
No.
No.
Wow.
It was.
You
it
can't
was,
drive that near schools, right? Because they're like,
I drove it to
the van.
school every day.
Oh, boy.
That was and it was funny because that was
Who's this kid with the big red van?
Yeah.
What's going on over
was there
there?
shag carpeting in it? And like a
It's
couch?
not
And
shag.
like a
Got
love
it.
seat?
It's not that old.
Oh, there's a
Dave.
bed. There was a bed in the back.
Yeah.
No, there literally was like the
parents
back
are
seat
screaming
folded
right
out
now.
into an actual mattress.
Yeah.
There was a TV. There was a full sound system on the inside.
We have to track down this van.
Yeah.
Find it. I want
And
it.
what was
Man,
it
at
called?
this point, it was a.
No, what was it called?
Oh, the Weaver wagon.
Oh,
Sweet Jesus.
Yeah.
gee.
Yeah. So we're gonna let that sit.
You
Marilyn,
married him anyway.
This is a question for you and Dave, both separately. Who
Oh,
would
God,
you
I need a
never
drink.
work with again? And we can bleep the name if you want us to bleep the name. But I'm just curious, who would you never want to work
An
with
on-air
again?
personality?
Whether it was on air, whether they were like, "Hey, we're gonna book you in a commercial, but this guy is gonna be
Or a former producer.
yeah, but Nate Weaver's gonna
I
be
don't know.
there."
Oh, God, that name.
Dave,
Weaver.
Yeah, the worst.
maybe you.
Are you going to say Dave and I'm going to say Marilyn? We'll say it at the same time?
No, I liked working with you. No, but I think what happens is you hate people at first because they're really mean, or they want you to do everything really quickly and get it right. I don't want to edit. Rah, rah, rah. Like my first producer was absolutely horrifying. I got really good at voiceover because I didn't want to get yelled at. Shout
get
out
that.
to Barbara. That was her name. And it turns out like we became really good friends and it was fine, but I definitely wanted to murder her at various times.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Like,
so I
like
think-
any good relationship.
but hindsight, but hindsight is always 20/20. It's like, but there is one person that I think was a bitch, will always be a bitch. I'm not saying out loud because I don't want to be that girl.
do we?
Fair enough. Oh, I have one. I'll bleep it out, but her name's Lisa.
I think I know that name.
Oh, she screamed at me at the top of her lungs in the middle
Yeah,
of the
that's just
hallway.
unnecessary.
Yeah, and it was all my
Wow.
fault too.
But I
Yeah, it
might
was
have
your
been.
fault.
It was all my fault, and we didn't even work at the same
But
company.
I might have been a dick to somebody at some
Interesting.
point too. Do you know what I
I
mean?
can't
Like,
see you screaming at people. You don't look like a
no,
screamer.
I don't know that I've ever screamed, but I think we all have those days, you know.
Sure.
And then you get that reputation as being a bitch, and you're really not.
And
you
yeah,
know.
I get that.
Yeah. So I don't know. Maybe it's just because I'm a Libra. I try to see both sides of all
I love
the
that you
stories.
just gave me your sign.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's my
I'm a
thing.
Taurus. I get it.
Yeah,
I get
you're
very
all
fiery.
right. Run roughshod over me, bull.
All right, Dave. Who would you never want to work
Well,
with?
now
again?
I can't give an answer now that you've all agreed that everyone has bad days and some people might think the same
No,
thing
I
about
still-
us.
I
and I have
still
to
hate
say
my
no
person.
on. I mean, there's probably somebody I didn't like everywhere I've worked.
Yeah.
Same. Yeah.
There's always that one person that
Yep.
it's just like, I'm sure that I'm 100% right and everyone else is wrong. You know what I mean?
hard
And,
to
and
remem-
I may have been that person at
Yeah.
some point.
And it's hard because I've been fired by so many stations. I think 7 times I've
really
been
hard to
fired. I
pick
can't.
one.
I'm trying to think back as to. Do you ever have to look at your resume to see where you worked?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have to
Oh,
look back
God.
and go, oh my god.
Well, we've been
I worked
doing
in
it a lot
Milwaukee for
longer
5
than
years.
these
I had no idea.
guys. Yeah. So we have more to.
I kind
More
of believe
horror
you on
stories to
this,
tell.
because I've asked around. No one has anything bad to say about you. Like, I never hear anything
Who have
bad,
you
and
asked?
I dig. I try to see who
Dave can
anyone
be,
hates you.
Dave can be like super cold though.
Oh,
Where
really?
you don't know where
Well, actually,
what he means,
yes.
what he
Yeah,
wants.
I believe that. I
Oh
believe
my
that.
God.
No, that's why we
Talk
get
about a
Impossible.
poker face. I would never want to play poker with this guy.
No, he's a secret psychopath.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I agree
Yeah.
with that 1,000%.
Yeah, I worry about this guy.
Yeah. Sometimes I do too. Dave,
But
this
he's
is an
holding up.
intervention.
He looks really good, so I guess whatever you're doing is working.
He said he's holding
Oh
up.
wait, I think I saw a vein pop out in his neck there just for a second.
So we were talking about just, hating people and.
But that's hard when people won't let you in. You know what I mean? And then you have to guess, and that's always tough.
So, speaking of being let in, I'll give you my experience and see if you had anything similar. When I first started in the industry and entertainment, they would make me, they being whatever show I was on or whatever I was doing, leave the room at certain points because I was a girl and they were telling jokes that were like inappropriate. Did you have any experiences like that when you started?
No,
Never.
I had to hold my own from the very beginning.
Wow.
Yeah, and I was okay with that because
Yeah.
I'm from Philadelphia. Are you from here?
I'm from Delaware.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I mean,
we're
and
small.
not just Philly, like Mayfair, Philly. So
Okay,
you get tough or you get out. That's
Wow.
the situation in Philadelphia.
So you
Yeah.
you were already
But the-
confident enough in yourself where, like, if someone told you to leave a room, you'd be like, no, you leave the room.
I don't want to fight you. No, I mean, that's what it comes down to.
Yeah.
Like, we're fighters.
Yeah.
But the same can be said for of Philadelphians. The loyalty is fierce.
Yeah.
Philly is that town.
Oh, totally.
So I think of myself very much as a Philadelphian.
Where were you
So,
born?
In Mayfair.
You were born in Mayfair. Okay, so yeah. Born and raised.
So I grew up in the Northeast.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Okay, so who's your favorite celebrity from Philadelphia?
Oh my God. I have pictures. Bradley Cooper.
I saw
I
your
need-
pictures with Bradley Cooper. Oh my
Oh.
goodness.
Yeah.
So
But
when
Will Smith, I got to give him his props.
True.
The band The Roots are the greatest. Hall and Oates. There's a lot
the
of talent.
Hooters.
The Hooters I saw for $3 at a bar in probably Westchester. I mean, I go back to the beginning of time with the Hooters.
I love the Hooters.
They're the best.
we have a friend.
They're playing.
They're on Saturday.
Yes.
Saturday night they're playing. Where are they playing? The Ardmore?
I
the
thought
Ardmore?
Met Philly.
Oh, is it Met Philly?
Yeah.
Oh, good
I
for
knew
them.
that they were coming
Check
out.
someone's concert calendar.
I know this is the promotion
Does
for
anybody
the
keep
Hooters.
me one?
Will this air before they play?
I actually,
hopefully, yeah.
I actually am back on the internet, and we do have a concert calendar. Do you know the kids that started Why Not Radio that worked at Y100? We all worked together. In fact, Josh just told me the other day I was the first person he ever met, and I gave him a tour of DRE, and it was the cutest thing on the last day of WDRE. They've kept the Y100 memories alive, and I now go in once a month, like PMS. I just come around once a month, play all the tunes from the 90s for 3 hours. It's really fun.
I love
and
that.
they have a concert calendar, so I would check that out if I were you.
I love
Why
that.
not radio.net? Okay, I'm out.
Well, Debbie Calton does that now too, doesn't she?
Oh, I
She has a
love
show-
Debbie
I
Calton.
love Debbie.
Is that what she's doing? I don't know.
Yeah, I think she is.
I'm gonna
I love
find.
it.
I follow her on social, but
She's just adorable.
no,
I just
the
want to
best.
put her in my pocket.
Debbie's like one of my heroines for sure.
Same. She was one of her and Cindy Drew were two of the first women in radio to come up to me and be like, "Do you need help? What can I do? Like, how
Yeah.
can I help you?" Which is so rare.
Yeah, Cindy's
It
an
is
angel.
very rare.
Cindy-
She's great.
Cindy is awesome.
Yeah, she's the best.
She's like, we got to
Yeah.
get her on the podcast too. I have a feeling Cindy would have a lot to say.
Cindy's probably
she
got some
would.
good stories.
Oh,
She's been
yeah.
around the
Well,
rock and roll scene for a long time.
I
Like
was
maybe
gonna-
she actually did follow through and sleep with Dave Navarro since
Maybe
she bailed.
she did.
Yeah.
I would believe that 1,000%. I can't say what you're about to say. We can't say that.
Well, there is
Oh,
one
what was I
person.
gonna say?
oh, never mind.
Oh, I was definitely not going to say anything other than we saw the a couple of months ago. We saw the Rolling Stone edition that she was on the front of with MMR,
Oh, that's
and I
very
had
cool.
no idea she was part of the station
That's
at that
very
time.
cool.
So yeah,
There
Where
is
did we
one
see that?
person though. Oh,
Oh,
Brooke,
go ahead. No,
I'm
go.
trying to get Brooke's attention.
Yeah.
She's so busy looking at her husband.
Oh, I'm sorry.
But he's so cute. I don't blame you. The one person I definitely would have slept with, no matter what, kid, no kid, house on fire, is Russell Crowe. Because I stalked him for like 3 years. I got him finally.
Yeah, it was part of that. She did stalk him for
Okay,
a while.
was it
definitely
worth it
stalked
when you
him.
met him? Were you like, oh, this is everything I thought it would
The
be?
only thing that would have made it worth it is if we did sleep together.
You heard it here first.
But yes, he was lovely. I mean, he was
Don't you
tough. a tough
Hearing that.
interview, but I warmed him up after
Yeah.
a little bit, and he turned out to be okay.
Oh my
Yeah,
gosh.
and then we got to take our listeners down to a rugby match. He has a rugby team in Jacksonville, Florida, and then we hung out again there. Mostly I was with his dad, who, by the way, don't ever try to keep up with an Australian. They will bury you. Like, I don't know, there's those cities that you're just like, oh yeah, I'm dead now. Like New Orleans, and I think Sydney, Australia must be one of those cities. Those people party like I've never seen. And I'm
Really?
Irish. Yeah.
Oh, so you can keep up.
Yeah. His dad, we partied all day long. Crazy.
All day long.
Yeah.
Dave was upset that I made him party at 2:00 in the afternoon a couple weeks ago.
That was tough.
Baby, life is short. You got to live it up.
You gotta live it
was
up.
Tough. Wait, so did you have sex with Russell Crowe's dad?
I did not have sex.
Darn.
Damn it.
No,
Damn
it was Russell or no
Then
one.
he could
That's
then he
fair.
could call you mommy, and it would make sense. I mean, it's a win-win.
But Russell was already married once he came to Philadelphia.
Oh.
That bitch,
God damn
Danielle
it.
Spencer.
How
Are they
dare
still
she?
together?
Oh,
Yeah.
Are they still
blocked
together?
me
Do
from
we
the
know?
word go.
That's it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
it's
it.
really her fault.
It's totally.
It's all
I
her.
blame her. No,
Yeah.
no, she's lovely. I'm
Let's
sure.
turn this whole thing around to blaming women. Actually, we hate them here on this podcast. Actually, this is of note. I generally talk about how much I don't like women. You're the first woman that I've had on the podcast. You are the very first woman to be
Wow,
on this
you
podcast.
are.
Yeah.
This is a
Oh, my.
podcast of firsts.
I know.
This
I've
is
only
really
ever
is.
had a Dave
Wow.
or David on, actually.
I feel super special.
Yeah.
Thank you. No, it was so great to hear from you guys. Like, I didn't know you, but I knew Nate, and I was like, oh my God, that's the cutest thing ever.
We were sitting
yes.
at dinner one night, and we were just like spitballing ideas of who, and he was like, "What about Marilyn?" I was like, "I've
Aw.
never got to meet her. This is perfect."
Thank you. That's
my
really
gosh.
lovely.
And now I'm a big fan, obviously.
well, now the feeling is mutual.
And you've moved back from Arizona just for this podcast.
Just for
That's
this.
very sweet.
It
Still
is.
very
That's
important.
true.
yeah.
Not my granddaughter or anything
No.
else.
It was just to be in this
It was
room.
Taylor.
Are you on your private plane
Yes.
that the prince in Qatar is giving you?
Yes,
Oh, yeah.
yes, exactly.
Okay, that's what I
Nate
thought.
actually does a lot of business in Qatar, and it's not pronounced that way.
No.
Cutter.
It's pronounced
Cutter?
Cutter.
I
I
don't
didn't
like
know
that.
that. I don't like
No,
it either.
I'm going with Qatar.
I did inquire about I was like, how does everybody fly private? You know, like, do you have to have a certain amount of followers? Like, I see people flying private that
You could
I
just
would
date
not
a
expect it.
pilot. Oh, shit.
Oh, yeah.
While
That-
you're
Yeah.
married.
Yeah.
That's what I did. I learned how to fly in the 80s. I was in California, and I used to fly a Porterfield, an antique two-seater plane,
Another
and with the
Earhart
throttle on
could
the
never.
back. It was kind of fun. So, yeah.
That's
I used-
awesome.
Yeah, and I used to fly all around over the mountains of California, which was
So
magnificent.
you hike, you fly. You,
Well,
you
I don't
do it
fly
all.
anymore, but I did.
you could.
And I find myself going down. I live in Bluebell now. So I go down to Wings Field all the time. I'm just like scoping that out, watching the little planes take off. And
So you're not
I'm like
scared to
such a
fly?
geek. What?
You're not scared to fly?
There's nothing. I'd be hard pressed to find something that I'm afraid of.
Really? Not spiders?
No.
No, because you said you
Pete
have
Davidson's
scorpions.
penis.
Now.
But
Okay.
She's not scared of that.
Wow.
She's made that clear.
I'd be pretty afraid.
That's another, I think. It might be a Phillyism, too. We got brass ones.
Yeah, God, I'm scared of everything. Oh my God, I'm scared of myself half the time. I don't know
What?
how.
Look
oh
at
my
you,
God.
you perfect little fragile
Oh,
thing.
stop it! You're
Stop
so
it.
nice.
We have to toughen her up.
Oh, we've been trying. We got the black dog's a big dog. It's been scratching her and everything. She's had to rough it up a
I
little
really
bit just
have.
to hold it
Okay,
back from
good.
her
We
parents
love
and
that
stuff.
about the black
Yeah.
dog.
Actually,
Wait, flex a little bit. She's been having workout classes
so
lately
I've been
too.
going to a menopause workout class because
Because you're 20.
I'm turning 28 on Sunday, and I just feel like I really need to strengthen my bones.
I have to go kill myself now.
and get myself together. It's been like my mission to cure menopause for some reason. I got really
Good
involved
luck.
with it.
Yeah.
And I was like, I hate that
Well,
this
when
is like
you
a thing
do,
that
let me know.
exists.
Because
will.
I haven't been the same since.
A
It's
lot of people
horrible.
say that. A lot of women
It's
say that.
Really horrible.
So I took it upon myself to try to come
I'm
up
having
with
a
a
hot
cure.
flash right now.
I'm always having hot flashes. I tell Nate's like, you have to get this out of your head. You're
It's
not
funny
going
because
through
I'm
menopause.
freezing right now, and you're like
I am.
waving
I'm like
yourself.
actually
I'm sweating.
It's just sweating.
The hell
40
is-
degrees
what is
coming
wrong
out
with
of this
them,
vent
Nate?
right
I'm
now.
I
sweating.
don't know.
And I'm in bare feet.
Women, am I right?
Yeah. Ugh.
And you're in bare feet. I'm in Crocs. I'm like all dressed up in that.
I can't wear
Crocs on.
shoes. I can't wear real shoes. Like that's a thing with
I do
me.
invite everyone-
I never wear socks.
If they have a couple minutes to check out Taylor's TikTok of your day working out,
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Nate took those videos actually.
fascinating.
Yeah.
Me
Especially when
working
you
out.
speed it up, so it looks like she's like really working out hard?
See,
Oh,
now
she's going
that's
hardcore.
Hardcore.
That's the one young
Yeah.
thing I can't wrap my head around. I get on TikTok and I play, but I can't. What am I doing on the TikTok? Like,
Oh, we got to get you on TikTok.
I would like
Marilyn.
to master TikTok. If you can make that happen,
Let's do
I'll
it,
toughen
yeah.
you up. Give her for a weekend.
Okay, go right ahead. I'll buy the wine.
I was
show
like
you how
already
it works.
scared. but,
Enjoy
like,
yourself.
I'm down. Let's do it.
See,
You want to come
you're
over and hang out with the
fearless.
dogs?
Yeah. Oh,
Dave,
yeah.
yeah, you're gonna have
Yeah,
a
we'll,
You're
we'll look through
secretly
your baseball
fearless.
cards, hang out
I
with the
think so.
dogs.
In the
Cool,
right
dance party.
situation.
And this
Yeah,
is not easy to do, So you start at this. I mean, that takes
Yeah, I
some
mean-
chutzpah.
Quitting corporate America and doing this stuff full time, I was definitely terrified. But if you subscribe and like this video, it'll make it better for everybody involved.
Yeah, do it.
Yeah, do it.
Because nobody wants to deal with corporate anything anymore.
Like, look, I subscribed and I'm drunk at 4 in the afternoon. So
pretty good day.
It's a pretty good day.
It's only about 2 hours later than 2 weekends ago that we got you drunk at 2:00 in the afternoon. So
that's right. So I'm getting
Yeah.
better.
you
it's
are.
really happy hour anyway, so it's okay.
It's always happy. You don't even know what's in this cup.
P.S. Thanks for bringing me out to Westchester. I forgot how cute this town is. Oh my God.
Oh, well, we wanted to do dinner afterwards. If you're free, please come. Like,
Oh.
we'll have a little bite, have some drinks.
That's so sweet.
Well, I'm going to wrap up the pod on that note. Thank you so much for listening to the Taylor Show.
We have to stop.
Marilyn Russell, everyone. Woo!
Let's not stop. Let's keep going. Yes,
Forever
dinner.
and ever. And then this is Nate. Thank you for being here.
First time on the pod?
First time
First
on the
time.
pod.
Well
First time
First
on
time
a
for
microphone.
me. First woman. First time.
Oh, and then Dave.
I know. It's
Yeah.
my last time because I only have 3 Philadelphia shirts, and this is the last one. So
No.
This is
okay.
it.
So
Great organization, though.
Thank
your tenure here was fun. It was nice knowing you. Thank you so much for listening to the Taylor Show. As always, if you are part of Loverboys Management or you're Mike Reno himself, I would like you to contact me, bookings@taylorbrookmedia.com. Bye, guys.